Every morning, an economy wakes up. Before the sun fully rises, lights flicker on in homes and offices. Trains begin to move. Markets open. Millions of people step into another working day. Some create goods with their hands. Others deliver services with their skills and knowledge. Together, these daily actions form the invisible engine that drives a nation. But with so much activity happening at once, one question remains: how do we measure the value of all this human effort? To understand an economy, economists rely on a single, powerful measurement. It is known as gross domestic product, or GDP. GDP represents the total value of everything a country produces, from the food grown on its farms, to the machines built in its factories, to the services provided in offices, hospitals, and classrooms. More precisely, GDP measures the value of all final goods and services produced within a country's borders, over a specific period of time, usually 1 year. By reducing millions of daily transactions into one figure, GDP offers a snapshot of how active an economy truly is. GDP includes the things we can touch and the services we rely on every day. Physical goods, such as cars, machinery, and electronics, represent the output of factories and workshops. But modern economies are built just as much on services. Teaching in a classroom, medical care in a hospital, transport that moves people and goods from place to place. To keep the measurement accurate, GDP counts only final goods and services, items that are newly produced and ready for use. This prevents the same value from being counted more than once, ensuring that GDP reflects real economic activity. When GDP rises, it signals that an economy is growing. Businesses produce more goods and services. Investment increases as companies expand and plan for the future. New opportunities emerge and confidence spreads. But economic growth is not guaranteed. When GDP begins to fall, especially over a prolonged period, production slows, spending declines, and uncertainty grows. If this downturn continues, the economy may enter a recession, a period marked by reduced activity, lost jobs, and pressure on households and businesses alike. Economic growth is often felt most clearly in people's working lives. As GDP rises, businesses expand and create new jobs. Incomes increase, allowing families to spend more, save more, and plan for the future. Living standards improve, not all at once, but gradually. But when an economy slows, the effects can be just as real. Companies cut back, jobs become uncertain, household budgets are stretched. Though GDP is just a number, its movements quietly shape everyday life, from job security to opportunities, from confidence in the present to hope for the future. Governments closely monitor GDP as a guide to the nation's economic health. When GDP is strong, public finances tend to improve. Tax revenues increase, allowing governments to invest in infrastructure, education, healthcare, and social services. When GDP weakens, difficult choices must be made. Spending priorities are reassessed. Taxes, interest rates, and budgets are carefully adjusted. In times of economic crisis, GDP figures help shape emergency responses, from stimulus packages to recovery plans, aimed at restoring stability and confidence across the economy. Yet GDP is not a measure of well-being or happiness. It cannot tell us whether wealth is shared fairly among a nation's people, nor can it measure the health of the environment or the long-term sustainability of growth. A rising economy may lift overall output, but it does not guarantee a better quality of life for everyone. Some communities prosper, while others are left behind. Some forests are preserved, while others are cleared. GDP is a powerful tool. It measures production, activity, and growth, but it cannot capture the full story of society, of people, or of the planet they live on. GDP measures production. It tells us how much an economy produces, how fast it grows, and how active it is. It is a powerful tool for policymakers, economists, and businesses alike. It can guide decisions, shape strategies, and signal when an economy is thriving or struggling. But GDP cannot capture the full story. It cannot measure happiness, fairness, or the well-being of communities. It does not reflect the health of the environment, the quality of our daily lives, or the opportunities available to every individual. To truly understand society, we must look beyond the numbers, to people, to communities, and to the planet we share. GDP is a lens, useful, important, but only part of the bigger picture. GDP, a powerful tool, but not the whole story.